it's Robert here again, and thank you for watching another video. So, today is part 2 of the free software series, and today I'm going to talk about Macintosh, Mac OS 9 and above. Now, most of these software is available on other operating systems as well. So, let's get going. First one I wanted to talk about is Carbon Copy Cloner. As I'm sure you've heard me and other people have said, back up your data. And Carbon Copy Cloner is a great piece of software to actually do that on a Macintosh. And it'll image your hard drive bit for bit, and all you would need is a external hard drive that you format. So you probably would want to format that as well, which is you could just use the quick format. You don't have to worry about any like deep format or anything like that. But Carbon Copy Cloner is a great piece of software that I've heard. I don't have a Macintosh myself, so I really could not try it. It's a great piece of software to clone your hard drive. Next is another piece of software that's actually cross-platform. And cross-platform is when a piece of software is available in multiple operating systems, like for Windows and Mac and Linux. So that is VLC Media Player, and you can play almost any media file except for protected, DRM video files. Now that iTunes actually took off the DRM for the music, it still has not taken the DRM off of any videos that you download from the iTunes store. The VLC Media Player is great for all other file types, and with the exception of, like I mentioned, protect DRM video. Another piece of software, especially for engineers, it's kind of an alternative to MATLAB, and I mentioned this in the Windows video, so I will try to remember to put a link in the description for the Windows video, and maybe even on my face or something. So it's called Octave, and it works very similar to MATLAB, and it even has many libraries such as image processing and even signal processing for engineers. And you can do all kinds of matrix manipulation on it. Very handy. Next is Libera Office, which of course it's cross-platform, which is an office suite, which is an alternative to Microsoft Office. So, I will also it's also in the Windows video. Another one is Audacity, which mixes multiple tracks of audio, and you can export all of that as WAV, MP3, OGG, FLAC, or any other file format. That's for audio files. And of course, you know Skype. And I won't mention it very much. Next, another piece of software that's specific to the Mac is PodtoMac. Now, I forgot to mention in the Windows video of another free piece of software called PodtoPC, which PodtoPC, which gets all of your files from your iPod, either an iPod Touch or iPod Nano or iPod Classic, and I think it'll even gets files from your iPhone, your iOS device. So any Apple hardware, PodtoPC for Windows and PodtoMac for Mac gets your files off. Now for PodtoPC, I don't know about PodtoMac, it may be the same thing. It's free, but it gives you a 10-song limit. So be aware of that. Another one for music lovers, for anyone who likes to compose music, MuseScore, and MuseScore 2 particularly, and it's also for Windows, Mac, and Linux. It's just a music composition software. I've composed a few tracks from that software, and you can use all kinds of instruments like a string quartet all the way to a full-blown orchestra, which is really neat. Another one called Clementine. I forgot to mention Clementine in the Windows video because it's also cross-platform, but it's better than VLC Media Player as kind of an alternative to iTunes, except you know, there's no iTunes store. But other than that, it's really, really good with organizing your music files and also podcasts. And the next couple you know is Mozilla Firefox and Mozilla Thunderbird. Firefox is the web browser, Thunderbird is the email client, similar to Microsoft Outlook. Got a couple more. The Unarchiver is a way to create and extract zip files and also RAR files, but mostly zip files. You know, if you want to create a zip file of, you know, multiple pictures and media files that you want to compress and send in an email, because email is very limited to probably about 20-25 megabytes per email. So if you have multiple pictures, you don't have to send them one by one. You can put them all in one archive, or one zip file, and on the Mac, it's specific for the Mac, by the way, and the Unarchiver creates and extracts zip files. Two more. Disk Cleaner, well, is self-explanatory. It just cleans your disk. It cleans your hard drive of any unwanted files, like temporary files and other cookies and cache. You know, cleans out the cache, things like that. Alright, last one is Notability, which is specific for the Mac OS, and it's basically a note-taking piece of software. Kind of like Windows Journal is what I'm thinking. I haven't really tried it out because I don't have a Mac to do that. But it's some kind of note-taking software. This is what I've heard from the Apple Store. Alright, that's all I have. And what should I do today? For the dice roll. Number 1, let me get my ukulele. A mini song about a hurricane. Its winds are strong. Its winds are Okay, that's all for today, and have a nice day. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.